Hello, friends. Welcome to the AMA on Saturday. It is Saturday, right? Yes. Welcome to the AMA for Saturday. Normally, we do the Wednesday weekly updates, but we have some exciting news to share with y'all. And again, we'll follow up with Wednesday. What we're going to do is give you guys a heads up on the coffee, the merch, the obvious rebrand that we started yesterday. Thanks to some hard work and research from the team, and obviously some input from the community. We really appreciate you guys. But yeah, I'll give you guys a little update on why we're rebranding, what that means. There is a reason for it. I'll get into that. We spoke with the coffee producer. We've got a nice little plan in place. We've got a lot of work to do on the back end and obviously on the front end of the website too, now that we began the rebrand. It's all very exciting, and I'm happy to share with you. We're going to record this AMA, so don't be too stressed out that we only have 8 people in here right now. We'll get this on our YouTube. We'll get this out to our socials, of which I'm going to have to update to reflect the rebranding. We're all very excited for it. So I just want to give a shout out to our team and to the community. Everybody here, guys, the party is just getting started. We're getting ready to launch into Poo Chain in the coming weeks. Obviously, we have the coffee coming online. We put a lot of work into that. We still got to wrap up a few things to get that going, but we have a solid plan. And we'll get that live so that you guys can get some of that coffee. It's pretty awesome. I'll give you more information about that here shortly. The flavors that we're going to do, obviously the labeling, you guys have already seen that, but the producer's actually going to make some cool labels for us. They're going to do all the packaging and shipping. You don't have to rely on us. We're removing some of the central points of failure when it comes to distribution. It's a drop shipping setup, so it's very secure, very safe. They process your payment. They actually, Shopify will do that. We're looking at adding a crypto feature. Shopify has a Coinbase Commerce to allow you to actually pay with crypto. I believe it's only in stable coins, but it kind of leads me to the next kind of point of contention here. If Strat was at a much healthier place, we might be listed on Coinbase, and we could actually be one of the Coinbase Commerce tokens to be used, and that works for anybody on Shopify. So that is the ultimate plan, guys. We want to get on centralized exchanges. We want to get this token on every network. We want to get this token out there and used everywhere we can. And yeah, it's very exciting. And we're starting with the coffee brand. So I'll just jump right into it. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday, guys. Thanks for your patience over the holiday. We've still got some people on vacation, and we'll get the ball rolling here this week. So I hope you guys had a great holiday last couple weeks. And now it's time for us to get back to work. And what we've been doing that you already know about is like I said, we're launching a coffee brand. It's going to be called Stratosphere. We actually haven't come up with the names of the roasts yet. There's going to be a medium roast, there's going to be a dark roast, and a decaf. We're going to have 3 roasts. They're going to come in 12-ounce bags to start. According to the producer, that is the most common. I did find some exciting information about that. I got some more information about the coffee. It's organic. It's more than fair trade. It's air roasted. It's out of Arizona. And then some people who are really into coffee have asked like some deeper questions, like how is it, is it washed? Is it unwashed? Well, one of the things I found out that it is a honey processed washed whole bean, which means it has basically the best processing and flavor you can get out of a coffee bean. So it is really, really high-end, high-quality coffee, which we're very excited about. Christian, one of our team members, has been drinking it for over 20 years. I'm excited to get it because I drink coffee basically every day or every other day. So it's one of those things that people can really, enjoy. And then if, like I've said in the past, if they're not into crypto, they have an opportunity to get free tokens from us because a portion of our proceeds are actually going to go into on-chain buybacks of the Strat token and deposited into a contract that will receive no fees or rewards. So it's essentially a secondary burn mechanism. And if they never claim those tokens are forever out of circulation. So that's very cool. It adds to the secondary deflationary mechanism of the token. And that means every time that happens, people's percentage of ownership related to the circulating supply continues to grow, and therefore more and more rewards are accumulated from every transaction. Now, moving into, we'll have a separate link, or we'll have a link to the Shopify page for the coffee, as well as, you guys got a little taste of this the other day, our merch. Now, we're going to be updating, it's no problem. We're going to be updating our website as well. You've seen the rebranding has started. We changed the logo. It means interconnectivity. It's a very simple logo. We did our market research and looked at what business logos look like. We're trying to move away from the cartoonish logo because we actually established a coffee company. So while it's ran by us, it is separate from the crypto project in only one sense, a company establishment. Because of regulation here in the United States, we can't really have the crypto project be directly affiliated with retail. So we created a separate company, but we can use the revenue to invest in crypto and effectively write off those expenditures as business operations. So there's kind of a cool, little gray area, thing for the legal tax structure of how the business will operate, which is very exciting. It still allows us to utilize the capital that we get from the merch and the coffee to do on-chain buybacks and give those away to the merch purchasers and the coffee purchasers. So that's very exciting. That just means more support for the token wherever you may land, either BSC, PooChain, or Polygon. Now, we currently have a bridge between Polygon and BSC. We're essentially, with our future update when moving into PooChain, we're going to have the ability to bridge from Polygon into PooChain. So Polygon will become more or less the central hub for the token, at least for the network. It has the lowest fees out of all the networks out there, maybe even cheaper than Solana. But it's where our largest circulating supply is. That's currently where we have the most volume. The bridge can get very tricky and convoluted if we, start having all these networks attached to one bridge. But basically, it's all one supply and multiple networks. So you can do the arbitrage between all of the networks. You just got to move through an extra bridging process. We'll get into that arbitrage a little bit later. But the PooChain stuff, we have a lot to work out. We're just trying to work with the creators of that network to figure out when is a good time to launch. They've got a lot of stuff going on too, so it's just a matter of coordination, and we'll get that live. But first, we're definitely going to get the coffee and the merch up and running, because that's what we've been working on the forefront. We can do that because our dev went on vacation, and he's going to play catch up, and we'll get everyone together. But yeah, we're working on the PooChain stuff as well. So like I said, we're going to coordinate with the PooChain people. We're probably going to do some AMAs on a few channels before Strat launches on PooChain. So that'll be exciting. We can maybe snag some more investors. We're looking to partner with other projects in the future. We're going to probably offer some affiliate programs for our merch and our coffee. And who knows, we can even create a brand and label for another project, and we'll be an affiliate for them. Basically, they're going to be an affiliate for us. We'll be the brand provider, and they'll sell our coffee, which is really cool. So that can be more revenue for us that we can put into on-chain buybacks of the token as well. Very cool. And that's, to me, in my opinion, and kind of the discussion we've had with the team, that's what mass adoption begins to look like. Real products and services. I've said this before. I know it might sound annoying or whatever. You're kind of like, yeah, okay, dude, we get it. But real products and services offered and tied to Web3. I think that's what we're going to see more and more of as the year progresses, as time progresses. You're going to see NFTs tied to licensing, to deeds, to registrations, tokenized access. That's what you're going to see, in my opinion. That's what I think is coming, because NFTs and tokens themselves have so much more capability than just investing and turning a profit. They actually have, deflationary mechanisms, the smart contracts, all that stuff works in tandem to make digital assets extraordinarily valuable in the real world financial sector and business. So we're going to see a lot more of that. We are happy to get the ball started for our project. Guys, we haven't really done much of marketing at all. It's all been in core development. It's all been in concept and business plans and expanding into other networks. Some people have said, oh, it doesn't necessarily mean, because you're operating on multiple networks, it's not a guarantee for success. They are absolutely correct. However, if we allow our token to be traded on multiple networks, that means we are available to more and more investors. So then it comes down to the marketing. We can market all day long on one network, but it limits the number of investors that can come in. So we wanted to build out and get started first with a few networks because we have a great business plan here with the low circulating supply, with the ever-changing circulating supply, the arbitrage opportunity. Every investor has the opportunity to utilize our bridge, sell low or sell high, buy low, and take some profits and still hold a portion of your bag. And then you can get dips on any of the networks and do this over and over and over again. Our bridge fees are very, very low, some of the cheapest in the industry. It's one of the fastest bridges in the industry. When it works, of course, it does have a lot of transactions, so we have to restart the server every once in a while. So just be patient with us. We'll get that fine-tuned. But basically, the cheapest fees that we can possibly offer, as well as the speed of the transaction, and we have a unique code that allows you to actually choose your origin wallet to a different destination wallet. That's very cool. We write all this stuff in-house, so that's one of the things you guys get with us. Like I said in the past, our team is really, really, really good at this stuff. We're learning too. When is the PooChain launch? PooChain, we haven't set an exact time, but we're shooting for sometime this week, possibly next week. Or I'm sorry, in maybe the end of this coming week, maybe the week after. We don't have a specific time, but we're working on it as we speak. Our dev gets back into town tomorrow or Monday. A lot of the stuff is already built, but we want to get some AMAs lined up, and we want to, just get the word out with as much free marketing as we can. We're actually, like I said, we're looking to partner with other projects, either through our affiliate program with the coffee or merch. And obviously, like I just said a little bit ago, we can actually make their own brand of coffee for them, and that would help us as well as them. The coffee is very good. I'm excited to get my hands on it as well. We actually also have a little secret weapon that we just can't talk about yet, but it is related to the next network. It's another great source of revenue. We're working on getting a validator on that network, so we will have another stream of revenue for support of the token on that chain, as well as Polygon and BSC. We're working on a bunch of different streams of revenue to go into support of the project, both in terms of buybacks, either manual buybacks and burns. We want to increase the staking percentages. Like I said, every time we do staking, guys, we want to be able to buy those tokens first so that we don't dilute the value. We don't want to crash the value just by giving away free tokens. That has been a big problem with a lot of projects in the past. DeFi got really big really fast because everyone was making these 2, 3, 4, 5% daily rewards, but it just wasn't sustainable. And if you rewind and look back, a lot of those projects are dead and gone. So we don't want to do that. It still has the ability to get 20, 30, 40%, depending on how much the supply is staked. Currently, we're sitting at just under 20% with a little over a third of our circulating supply of Polygon staked. So 20% ain't bad, guys. With Polygon being so cheap for gas fees, you can actually unstake your tokens, claim your rewards, and then restake them for fractions of, maybe 2 or 3 cents. So you are earning reflections, you are earning rewards while you're staked. You just have to manually unstake and manually claim your rewards. That will continue to happen on every subsequent chain that we launch on, that we offer staking on. You will get rewards, both in terms of the native gas token reward and the reflections. So you'll just have to initiate the contract, pull your tokens out, claim, restake, continue on as normal. Yes, so we're getting bridge fees. We are going to get the revenue from the coffee and the merch. Like I said, we're going to buy back tokens and give those away to purchasers. So there is a profit sharing in this whole thing. Like I said, you guys have already earning based on the percentage that you hold related to the circulating supply on that network. And, you know, a lot of people ask me, hey, what's the calculation come out to? Well, I just don't know because the numbers are ever changing. But I can tell you what they are based on the circulating supply and what your percentage is related to that. So yes, we are going to continue to grow and launch on other networks in the future. It is all related to liquidity though. So really, if we get the token value up, it makes things a little bit easier. However, we have to have the matching money to get that liquidity on there. Now we can create farms and stuff, but again, it's all related to the buybacks of the reward token. We don't want to dilute the value by just giving away unsupported tokens. So we're looking to continue that model of sustainability. And now that we have the merch launching and the coffee launching, that gives us more and more options to actually do the buybacks to support the token, to give out higher APRs, create more volume. The incinerator, we're looking at offering that as a service for other projects. I just had a meeting this morning with a couple guys about getting the incinerator as a service for their token. We're looking at a business model for that on how we can maybe offer that as a monthly service fee or a one-time fee. But we want to make it so that, like, you know, we don't want to hammer these projects with huge fees, because if they struggle to gain traction and they just don't make it, you know, we got a one-time fee that might be really high and it may have hurt them initially. So we're thinking about offering a monthly service fee for the incinerator for other projects. And that would be revenue that we can put into this project. Again, manual buybacks and burns. We can launch more different roasts again. We can add more merch. We can maybe hire some more people. Obviously, the buybacks, on-chain buybacks, that's what everyone wants. We want to get the token value up. We want to increase liquidity. We want to boost everyone's rewards. That's the name of the game, guys. We don't make money unless y'all do. So that's the plan. We're trying to get this thing rolling with the Poo Chain launch, the little secret weapon we have for that, as well as the coffee. Probably this week. We will probably have the coffee this week. It's all organic, fair trade, honey process washed, awesome stuff. There's going to be a decaf, a medium roast, and a dark roast to start. We might offer some like free shipping, you know, for that. We can set the shipping, you know, it does ship internationally. Some people are asking about that. Yes, if you are in Uganda, you can order Stratosphere coffee. So super pumped. We're looking forward to offering affiliate programs for the coffee as well. That'll help those projects. That'll help us. That'll help you guys. And yeah, that's what I got for this Saturday. Man, that was really fast. Do you guys have any questions? Rock and roll. So we are potentially looking at offering some over-the-counter deals to raise some money for the liquidity on Poo Chain. Essentially, that is the only holdup right now, is liquidity on Poo Chain. Part of the deal would be for that is we would actually ask if you'd be willing to lock up those tokens for 3 to 6 months. You know, we trust you guys, but if we put this out in the main chat, you just don't know who's gonna, jump on that. So we have to be fair. We're probably going to offer some over-the-counter sales with the plan to lock up those tokens for 3 to 6 months. They will accumulate rewards the entire time they're locked in a contract. So if you're interested in that, you can DM us. We'll try to get you guys something. We'll try to get a deal going. What this will do is this will actually allow us to launch our secret weapon as well as our Poo Chain Strat token. We're a little short on capital because we've been putting it all into development. So yeah, and remember, we took this project over. We didn't do a token raise. So we started with zero money. We have a little bit of money built up. But again, huge volume. Just it hasn't been happening. It did the first day. Oh my God, 176,000. Holy smokes. That was really exciting. The incinerator. Let's talk about that real quick too. The incinerator, like I mentioned, we're looking at offering it as a service. We're offering it as a service, and we're looking at changing the model so that the on-chart transactions are a little bit more organic. Right now, you guys see 67E1 is just over and over and over again running on the charts. We have a way to actually make it look more organic, and yeah, that's good for like listing on CMC and CG. It comes down to our liquidity, guys. We just have a little bit of low liquidity for them to take notice of us. But now we have a registered company. Again, it's not directly related to the token itself. They might consider that as viable adoption, but I just don't know. So we'll have to reach out to them again. But that's where we're at, guys. Look, Stratosphere DeFi has launched a company. We're getting ready to launch our coffee and merch. The buyback model for the tokens is fantastic. That's great for everybody. And now we are launching on a third network. This is all before anybody knows about us. This is all word of mouth. This is when you can get your friends and your family into a project before it takes off. Because every time we sell a bag of coffee, every time we sell a t-shirt or a pen or a bag, it's going to go into on-chain buys and supporting the tokens. We're not selling those. We're buying the tokens and putting them into a contract. Now, if somebody does just sell their Strat tokens from whatever they receive from their bag of coffee, well, guess what? That's net zero, guys. We bought those first, and then they sold them themselves. But hopefully, if you guys are part of that, you want to accumulate, and that's one way to do it. If you're going to buy coffee every couple weeks anyways, why not? Actually, circling back, one of my buddies in oil and gas, he's in northern Pennsylvania. He's a superintendent of a company, and he mentioned that he's willing to, if the coffee is good, which, we all think it's going to be, he's going to do reoccurring buys for his entire fleet. So we're excited about that. We're trying to seal up deals like that, where we get the reoccurring buys from other businesses. That would be really great. And that's one of the things we can do. We'll look at distribution in the future for the coffee, but right now it's just drop ship. We would actually have to probably work with a company to do the buying themselves directly to our brand, or we could pick up some inventory ourselves and send that out. There's a whole bunch of options there. So we're going to work on that for distribution in the near future. We want to get the Poo Chain stuff going and get the coffee launched before we start working on that. So yeah, super exciting, guys. Yeah, I think that's all I've got. Oh, centralized exchange. That's still on the table, guys. I just want to let you know. We want to get, like I said, all this other stuff launched first, get some capital maybe rolling, and then we can actually pick up the centralized exchanges, start getting us listed, getting those other market pairs, getting some tokens out of circulation from the AMM into a centralized exchange, and it just makes it more easy to trade Strat one way or the other. There, that's what I got. Ken, you were about to ask a question, or?
Yeah, buddy. Hey, in the coffee ordering, is there going to be like where you could set up a recurring order, auto ship or something like that?
I believe so. It is through Shopify. They have a really awesome system. Like I said, we're going to look into adding the Coinbase Commerce as well as the credit card, debit card processing. Yeah, that'd be really cool to pay USDC like for your Coinbase card or something like that. I don't know, but we're going to look into that.
Okay, right on now.
Yeah, super cool. So yeah, I think there's going to be an ability for reoccurring buys. I'm pretty sure, but I will find out. Anybody else? Guys, we're looking at doing some collaborations with a couple token projects on Poo Chain as well once that gets started. In the next couple AMAs, once we have to get live before I can really talk about it, because really we just don't know exactly how we're going to collaborate. But definitely one of the things is going to be affiliate programs for the merchant coffee and maybe some branding for them. I want to reiterate that. That's a big deal. That's an outside source of revenue to support the project, and that's what mass adoption looks like. So we're going to work really hard on that. We've got a big enough team to manage all these things, so don't worry about that. But yeah, like I said, once we get launched on Poo Chain, we're going to start working on some collaborations rather quickly, perhaps with the with the network operator themselves. So we're super excited for that. That's all I've got on this Saturday. Thanks for carving out a little bit of a time on your weekend. I know we were doing these on Saturdays before. Honestly, Wednesday's a little bit better, but we'll do another one on Wednesday. So you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot it in the main chat. You can always DM us. Again, watch out for scammers. They're going to pretend to be us. Stay frosty, my friends. This AMA was recorded, so we'll get this on our social channels so that if you missed the first part, you can go to our YouTube, check it out. We'll post that link here in the chat as well. Thanks for your time, guys. We'll catch you on Wednesday. Again, we'll record that AMA as well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Love you. Bye.